the psychological persecution.
Politically, was the sacrifice worth it?
Yes, certainly. Oh, yes.
Imagine being trapped on a lonely island, surrounded by icy water, knowing escape is impossible. For some prisoners, this wasn't just a bad dream, it was real life. Let's explore 3 of the world's most infamous island prisons: Robben Island, Alcatraz, and Devil's Island. First up, Robben Island, off the coast of South Africa. For over 400 years, this island was used to isolate people, prisoners, political rebels, and even those with leprosy. Its most famous prisoner? Nelson Mandela. He spent 18 of his 27 years in prison here, locked up for standing against apartheid, a system that treated Black South Africans as second-class citizens. Imagine spending your days in a tiny cell, breaking rocks under the sun, and your nights wondering if you'd ever see freedom again. But Mandela did, and when he walked out, he became South Africa's first Black president. Robben Island isn't just a prison, it's a symbol of resilience. Next, Alcatraz, also called the Rock. Just a mile from San Francisco, it was said to be escape-proof because of the freezing waters and strong currents. From 1934 to 1963, Alcatraz held some of America's toughest criminals. Gangster Al Capone, Scarface himself, was here. So was Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz, who cared for birds in prison. But the most talked about story? In 1962, 3 prisoners dug their way out using spoons and floated away on a homemade raft. No one knows if they survived, but it's one of the greatest prison mysteries ever. Finally, Devil's Island, off the coast of French Guiana. It's nicknamed the Green Hell, and for good reason. This place was brutal. Mosquitoes, disease, and unbearable heat made life miserable. It was used by France to get rid of its worst criminals. The most famous inmate? Alfred Dreyfus, a soldier falsely accused of being a traitor. His case caused a huge scandal in France and showed how unfair the system could be. Most prisoners here never made it out alive. Devil's Island was more than a prison, it was a death sentence. Robben Island, Alcatraz, Devil's Island, each of these places tells a story of punishment, pain, and sometimes hope. Today, they remind us of the strength of the human spirit and the need to fight for justice. What would you do if you were stuck on one of these islands? Let us know in the comments below.